I think we have faced two fundamental issues while fundraising, and I believe they're the same two issues that many other female founders face every day. The first is the fact that almost all VCs are male. I actually read the other day that in the US, 92% of all VC professionals are men. And that means that if you are solving a problem that a male VC has never encountered, of course it's going to be hard for him to immediately understand why there's a need for your product and why there's a need for your company. And for us, that has meant that we've had to spend a disproportionate amount of time justifying our existence rather than diving into our numbers, our metrics, our team, our vision for the future, etc. And of course, that gives male founders a huge leg up, at least in the beginning, when they're competing for the same money. And the second issue we have faced is unconscious bias. And I think this has been most evident for us in the types of questions that we have gotten and continue to get on a regular basis. And just to give you a few examples, we have routinely been asked questions such as, so, who is actually running the company? And is it really smart to have such a hyper-niche target group? And I mean, we're targeting half the world's population, so it's a little hard for us to imagine how that's hyper-niche. We've also been asked things like, isn't this more of a girls' pocket money project? And probably the question we have received the most, and most often to this day still have to justify, is when we're planning to have children and how exactly we expect that to work. And from my experience, not a lot of male founders receive those types of questions consistently, but correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And of course, it's also important to say that we have been able to raise a lot of money. We've closed all our rounds, so it hasn't all been bad. There are amazing investors out there. And probably my best tip as a female founder in a world where women raise less than 2% of all VC money globally is to be incredibly persistent and thick-skinned, because it is tough and it's so easy to get disheartened, but you have to keep going and you have to prepare, because the more airtight your business case is, the harder it is to find reasons not to invest. And of course, that goes regardless of gender.
And that's exactly what